My name is Vicky Walker, and I have been here in Boquete for a little over a year. I moved here from the Houston area. I was looking to live, work, and eventually retire in another country. And I had been subscribing to an international magazine for quite a few years. And Panama was consistently on the list of maybe the top 3 countries in which to do all of this. And so I started doing research, and then COVID happened. And in my research, Panama Relocation Tours came up, and I followed through. And after the country opened, I took a Panama Relocation Tour. As soon as that bus reached Boquete and I saw the flowers, and then we stopped and I inhaled and I smelled the sweetness of the air. It was like the sky had parted, and it was so great. The climate for me is ideal, and the people are so wonderful, and I just love it here. The people are so friendly. I'm walking in El Centro, and people pass and you say, buen dia, or buenas, and they smile and say the same thing back to me. And I love this place. It's wonderful. The food, oh my God, the produce, the fruit. I was a vegetarian for most of my adult life, and I'm no longer a vegetarian. I eat chicken and fish, but the produce here is fantastic. And the fruit, oh my God, the fruit is awesome. And so mostly every day I will have at least a large green salad as an entree, and then I place some other things in there as well. And I constantly eat a lot of fruit, and I'm just pretty happy here. Well, I love the climate. The climate is ideal. The climate is awesome. As far as I'm concerned, you don't need heat, you don't need air conditioning, at least in this part of Boquete where I live. I live in a resort called Valle Escondido, and I'm surrounded by the mountains. And it's something so majestic about the mountains, spiritual maybe, I would say. I can just look outside here, outside of the terrace door, or either go on the terrace and just breathe very deeply, and I hear the birds. Sometimes they come out on the terrace. In fact, they come out on the terrace a lot. They sing. And so just breathing deeply, being in just nature, being just surrounded by the mountains, the greenery, the flowers. I'm inhaling, I'm smelling all of the fragrances. It's magical to me. What do I like about this area? I like the walkability, and I could walk to El Centro. In fact, sometimes I drive down because I'm at the very top of the resort, and so sometimes I'll just drive down to the security guard station, park my car there, and then I'll walk to El Centro, which is about 10 minutes walk. And now if I have some shopping to do, I'll go in and I'll do some shopping, especially at the produce and fruit markets. And yeah, it's really nice being so close to everything, close to the banks, the grocery stores, the pet stores. Oh my God, the restaurants. Oh yeah, the restaurants. And so I like the availability of everything that I need. Everything I need is right down in El Centro. I live here in a 1-bedroom apartment. I wish that I had a 2-bedroom apartment so that I would have a home office, but I manage. I love the terrace out here, and my 2 cats like the terrace too. They like to go out there and sunbathe. I mean, they're like spread eagle, kind of spread eagle, like out there sunbathing. And sometimes I have to pull them in. Really, when I say pull, I have to really, especially my girl cat, pull her in because they don't want to leave from out there. I like the apartment for a lot of reasons. I get great breezes. I open the windows here in the back, and I have the terrace and the sliding glass door, and this window here, and I get really, really good cross breeze. Actually, at nighttime, I close the windows because it can get a little bit chilly at night, but I love living here. It's great. I pay $9.75 a month for my rent, and that's all inclusive, and it includes the electricity, the propane, gas, and it includes the cable and the internet. When I was living in Houston, I was paying $18.30 a month, and it didn't include anything. I had to pay all my utilities. So I was very pleased when I found this particular apartment, and especially because it does have security. It has a main security gate that's manned. And when I say man, it's all men with security guards. And then I live in the second security gate, which you need a pass or a card to access. And so I feel really safe and very comfortable here. And I just love it. One thing that I do like about the Panamanians is that they will correct me. I tell them, estoy aprendiendo español, and I tell them that I don't speak Spanish very well, and they'll smile sometimes, and they'll say, well, I understand you, and then they will correct me. They'll correct my tenses and that sort of thing, and they tell me, practica, 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 just to practice, and I do get an opportunity to do that a lot. I have been very fortunate to be able to participate in quite a few organizations and activities that I really enjoy. So for example, I am in 2 hiking groups. One, I haven't made the hike with them yet, but the other I do. We walk at the Boquete Library Park every Monday. It's called the Lazy Person's Hiking Group. And I really enjoy walking with that group. The park, Boquete Library Park, is magnificent. It's beautiful. Oh my God, it's awesome. And the river runs right on the side of one of the walking paths. And then they have all these ducks and geese out there. And it's just wonderful. I really like the Monday hike with that group. I am also one of 3 administrators in the Boquete Single Ladies Expat Group. And I create most of the events for our group, and that's really nice. I've made lots of friends. In fact, the 2 administrators are really good friends of mine as well. I also am a member of the Rotary Club of Boquete. In fact, I am going to be meeting with a committee head tomorrow. I proposed an ESL in English as a second language program for adults to be administered through the Rotary Club. And so it looks like I'm going to be creating that program for the Rotary Club. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I've also worked on fundraising as well with the Rotary Club. They are a very, very worthwhile volunteer organization. And I'm hoping that I could bring some of my friends in as members of Rotary Club as well. I am very active with the Boquete Drummers Circle. In fact, I have 2 drums here. One is a large African djembe drum, and we meet every Wednesday on the deck at Stone Cabins or at Casa Viejo restaurant, and we just do our drumming, and not only drums, but they have other percussion instruments. And for those that want to come and visit, I strongly encourage you to come if you've ever thought about it, or if you haven't thought about it, but you're just curious. Just come on, we'd be more than happy to have you. My drum instructor, Juan Diego, is the drummer in the Amazonia Latin Jazz Band, and that band performs every Monday night at the Rock Restaurant. It is just a 10-minute drive from where I live. And the restaurant is awesome, upscale restaurant, and the band is fantastic. They can do any and everything. Um, I normally meet my friends there on Monday nights as well, and we have dinner as well as enjoy the music. And again, the food is awesome. The band is just awesome. Actually, they're the best jazz band that I've ever heard. They primarily play smooth jazz, but with a Latin flair. And I say smooth, but they can do anything. They'll take big band sound or music, and then they would make it smooth with a Latin flair. I do not have any health insurance here in Panama. However, I am looking to get some health insurance at the beginning of 2024. I just haven't had the time or devoted the time to doing all of the research and then contacting insurance brokers. However, I do plan to get medical insurance, not because I need it, because I'm in great health. As you can probably see, I have a whole store of supplements that I take and herbal teas that I take also that keeps me pretty healthy. But just in case of any kind of catastrophic kind of um, illness or accident, I plan to get insurance. I had a dental emergency about 2 weeks ago, and I did not know what to do because I had not yet gotten a dentist. And a friend of mine recommended a dentist next door to Al Punto's restaurant. And I knew exactly where it was because I liked Al Punto's restaurant. And so I sent a message to the dental center and asked them, could I get an appointment, and it was an emergency, and they said, okay, yeah, come right on in, come in. So I went on in. I walked down there, by the way, and I went in, and 30 minutes later, I was sitting in the dentist's chair. They fixed the dental emergency, and it was dirt cheap. I think I paid $50, and in the U.S., you probably have to tack on an extra zero. I would probably have had to tack on an extra zero to that charge. And then I went back the next week to have my teeth cleaned and examined. And the dentist had recommended that I get one of my fillings replaced because it was silver filling, and that's not that healthy for the body. And I asked, well, how much is it going to cost? And it's only going to cost $60. And in the U.S., because one of my dentists in the U.S. had basically said the same thing, there were several $100s to get that replaced. So I am very, very pleased with the dental service here. Well, Panama for me has been a dream come true. Panama was a dream that I didn't realize that I had until I got here. First of all, the safety. I don't think Panama has ever had a mass shooting. And some countries have those mass shootings, it seems like every day. It's very, very safe here. I feel safe walking downtown or El Centro at nighttime, no problem whatsoever. I love the food here, the caliber of restaurant. I once read that it was something like 80 different restaurants that Boquete has, and the population in the district is something like around 25,000 people. So you get a lot of different kinds of assorted restaurants, and the prices are very, very, very attractive. Sometimes I would rather eat at a local Panamanian restaurant than go out and try to buy the food to prepare at home, because it's much cheaper if I eat at the restaurant, and it's more authentic as well. I love the climate, beautiful weather, no air conditioner or heat is needed or are needed, and the air quality is so high I inhale, and I don't smell the gas fumes or the auto or diesel fumes. I inhale, and then I smell clean air. And so for me, that's really important to be in an environment in which the air is relatively clean. And I love the Panamanians. I've made some Panamanian friends, and I really just love the friendliness. I mean, we're expats. Actually, we're foreigners in their country, and they've made me, and I can only talk from my personal experience, they've made me feel so warm and welcome here. Every person you see smiles. They have this smile on their face, and they don't have much. The average person that I run into, the average Panamanian that I run into, don't have as much as what the United States would consider the middle class or upper middle class lifestyle. But what they have, they share, and they are so warm and inviting. It's just the friendliness. I just wasn't expecting this. You meet somebody, and one time I asked for some direction, and this guy said, "Come on, I'll just show you." And then he just took me, it was just 2 blocks. And so we were talking, and that kind of friendliness is what attracts me to this place, and what keeps me here. The people. The climate, the food, the produce, oh my God. Oh, all the food, the vegetables and fruit. And they have fruit and vegetables here that I've never even heard of or seen. And hey, I'm an adventurous kind of person, so I try it, and oh my, it's really, really good. You should really consider coming here. And again, Panama Relocation Tours, outstanding, outstanding, outstanding. And Jackie, what can I say? She's an angel. She really is. If anybody is sitting on the fence, take it from me. You need to consider taking the Panama Relocation Tour. And if that's not an option for you, at the least, maybe consider getting the Panama Relocation Tours online guide. It has helped me immensely, and you will meet so many wonderful people if you do take the tour. You get so much. And I've made so many friends from the tour that I was on. In fact, half the people in the tour have already moved to Panama. There's a Facebook page. If you take the tour, you automatically get access to the Facebook page. And if you buy the online guide, you automatically get access to the Facebook page. And that has helped me a lot. If you have any questions, just put it out there. And within 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, at least one person will chime in. And most of the time, there are several people that chime in and can answer your question if you're unclear about a process that has not been covered in the online guide, which is unusual because the online guide covers everything that you would need to move here. But if you wanted to have some personal experience from someone who has taken the tour or who has used the online guide, you can put that question out there on a Facebook page, and they'll just chime in. Everybody's so cooperative and so helpful, and because we all want you guys to move here. I look forward to seeing you in Panama. You will love it here.